Hey everybody, it's Catrice from When Models Talk. Today we'll be talking to Sheila, Monique. Check out When Models Talk on Spotify, Anchor, and as well as YouTube. Check out Models Like Me YouTube, as well as different platforms. I'll share throughout this live exactly where you can find all the episodes.
Hey, girl!
Like I just
How you doing? Oh, you look so pretty. You so beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh,
You ain't need no makeup, girl. You ain't need no makeup. You look good the way
girl, I'm in this little twisty chair, but stop spinning around on me.
Look. I'm
Yes,
trying to get
ma'am.
myself together. I just need to get a ring light.
Girl, stop playing with your life. Get a ring light. Hold on, let me just rejuve my space.
Yeah, see, that's what I need. I need that too.
Matter of fact, send me your address. I'm gonna send you some.
Girl, I am too because because I don't wear makeup a lot. It's just
Right.
only when I'm doing this. Nowadays, it's only when I'm doing this.
Right. Well, you look good. You glowing up, especially around them cheek area, girl. You glowing your little butt up. You welcome. You welcome.
All right,
So what's up?
Let's get into it. Okay, so we have, and if I say anything wrong, make sure you correct me if I'm wrong. Okay?
Oh hell, okay. I might need my glasses.
We have global director Sheila Monique. I know your last name because I don't know how to pronounce it.
Please don't try.
With Sheila Monique, a business owner, a wife. She got a ring, y'all. She got a ring. I'm still trying to get mine. It's coming. It's coming. The Lord. And CEO of Going For It All. Welcome, Sheila Monique, everybody.
Hey, I'm so happy to be here.
Yes,
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. So, before we're going to do a little quick icebreaker, just to break the nerves, because the nerves gotta go. Okay, so it's a game from Derrick Jaxn, and it's called Mentally Stimulate Me. So I'm going to ask the easier questions because the other questions are really technically for when you with your girlfriends or you at a party.
Okay.
They get a little ratchet. So we're gonna stick to the clean. We're gonna stick to the clean version.
Okay.
So this is what it looks like. The game.
I need my glasses. Okay.
Woo, Lord.
I can see it.
We're gonna have to get you some glasses, Sheila.
They right there, but they was foggy and I wasn't about to try and wipe them by the time I was gonna get on the live. So it's
all good. You look good. You don't really need the glasses. I'm just gonna wave to everybody. I'm just waving. Okay, so I'm gonna ask a question that anybody can answer. You can put it in the comments. You and a new love interest. Well, no, we can't ask that question. You ain't got no new love interest. You married.
You can ask me. I'm still human.
Okay, hold on. Okay,
I can pretend.
Okay. You and a new love interest have great chemistry, but you find out they follow several hateful accounts online. Is that a red flag or no big deal? Red flag or no big deal? A or B?
Hateful accounts like what?
Girl, it could be anything.
So I mean that's a little bit of a red flag because I don't know what Tink be thinking about.
Yeah, he could be thinking about blowing up a building.
Yeah. No, that's a red flag.
We ain't got
automatic red flag.
We ain't got time for none of that. Okay. Next one. You and your partner are waiting in line to order food. The customer in front of you is holding up the line talking on their phone. Your partner cuts in front of them. What do? I can see Mo doing that though.
I would say Mo would be like, excuse me, because you obviously don't want to go. What do I do? I just look like, just in case the person want to jump froggy, then I got his back. But if they don't say nothing, regardless, I got his back. Even though if he's wrong to do it, I'm not going to tell him in front of nobody. I'm going to tell him when we get in the car behind the scenes, like, baby, that was wrong as hell. Like, you wasn't supposed to do that, ting ting. But you know, I gotta have his back. But you shouldn't have been on the phone.
Yeah, like, don't hold up the lines. You being rude. Like, I'm trying to get my food and get out.
I'm gonna actually look at the teller and ask them why they ain't say nothing. Why they wait for me to say something?
Now that's true. That's their job, to keep the order in the restaurant. Those glasses are cute.
Thank you. I can actually see now.
Okay. Okay. Last one, last but not least. You're about to pop your child for talking back. Your new boo stops you. Did you catch that part?
Mm-hmm.
Your new boo stops you because you seem a little heated. What do? A, thank your new boo for slowing you down. B, cooling down, then popping your child later. C, asking your boo to not do that again. D, tell your boo to get CF out and it's over.
I'm going to pick E. I'm going to pop him and then pop the kid too. Everybody getting popped if that's the case. Well, you know what? The first hit going to be to you, and then the next one will be to the child, and it won't even be as hard. Not everybody's happy.
Oh no, we can't pop the new boo. Because then it's like, he a child. We ain't got time for that. He better know how to handle himself.
Everybody could get popped every once in a while. Look,
especially when they acting up.
Let me stop before they be in my DM talking about, oh, you be hitting Mo.
No,
you and his damn laugh.
Mo ain't let nobody hit him.
He sure ain't.
Especially
he ain't.
Look, all them buses is gonna tear you down. Don't hit him.
He ain't for the stuff.
Okay, so let's get into our topic.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I can't be on live with you, girl.
I'm trying. You see, I'm being very calm. I am trying to just.
I know. Okay, so I'm gonna go over the topics and then we'll get right into it.
Okay.
Okay. So the first topic is definitely TLC.
Mm-hmm.
The next topic is becoming, which I'll explain more of that, what that means. If you read Michelle Obama book, which I didn't, but I got it. I'm gonna read it. It's on my list.
Okay.
The third topic is weight loss journey.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth topic is girlfriend to wife. You know, we gotta talk about relationships.
Oh God. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you telling me all these topics, girl? I'm gonna forget.
No, because I'm gonna go down a minute. I'm gonna ask you the questions.
Okay. Let me be quiet. I'm sorry.
And also, I'll just add a little bit extra in between, so don't even worry about it.
Okay.
Okay. So the first question is, how did you get into TLC?
I originally got into TLC in 2015 from a friend of mine that was in Atlanta from Jersey. And they introduced me to it. And I was like, oh, okay, this is awesome. You can lose weight, yada, yada, yada. Timing and positioning was not great in my life, so I left. And I came back in 2018 of July because I was 237 pounds and I was depressed and I needed something to do. And I searched for a leader because I thought my leader needed to be in the same state as me, which is Atlanta, Georgia. And I came across Tammy Price and I sent her a DM. And ever since that DM, my life has been absolutely amazing.
Oh, wow. See, and all it took was you opening your mouth. First of all, you searched for something, number one. Because you knew that you needed something and you needed someone, a great leader, number one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think if you ain't a great leader, it trickles down.
Definitely does.
Yes. So how did you get? Because I'm gonna go off just a little bit. But how did you if you got back into TLC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to switch leaders or no?
No, so I was already out. Like you have to at least be out for like 18 months. I was out for 3 years. So my account was already inactive. You know, the people that I had joined it with originally, they had left and started doing their own thing. So I just rejoined all over again.
Okay. Hey, look, when the timing is right, the timing is right.
Yep.
Okay, so how does someone get started into TLC?
Click the link in my bio. No. All somebody really and truly has to do, Trees, to get started in TLC is have a burning desire to want more. And that's really what it takes. Like people, you know, some people are intrigued by the money. Some people are intrigued by the weight loss. Some people are intrigued by the energy. But 90% of the people that I work with, your biggest thing is you have to have a want to do and be better than what you currently are. And if you don't have your own burning desire, it doesn't matter what you do in life. You're just not going to do it. So I'm at the point in my life where I only work with the willing. You know what I mean? So like, meaning if you're willing to put in the work and you're willing to do what it takes to change your life, I'm willing to help you. But if you're not willing to do it, please don't click the link in my bio.
She said, please do not click the link.
Please don't.
Yeah, because we've been there, done that.
Hello.
And it's a process, especially when you're dealing with what you're going to get into, people and relationships. Because I know you, and you like to get, because everybody's like a family member. You get close to people. They're like family. So when you have so many, and when you think about family, they got a lot going with them in general.
Period.
So when you take somebody who's not your blood and you're trying to, and you're bringing them in as if they're, and turning them into family because you're trying, one team, one dream, it's a process. It's heavy at times.
Correct.
So how has being in business for yourself helped you with TLC? So before you answer that part though, Sheila, y'all, has had multiple businesses before TLC.
Dig that laugh.
Multiple businesses. So share with us things that you have done previously before TLC even showed up into your life.
Shit. So I have done, the first thing I ever did was another network marketing company called Primerica. That's how we met. I did that, and doing that company, it taught me a lot about the network marketing industry. I didn't realize that that's what I was being taught. It taught me to have no fear and to 115% be me. And I use that with everything that I do currently. I also had a, dang, I forgot. I know I had Euphoria in a Jar, which is a cheesecake company with me and Mo. That taught me that, you know, everybody can't do everything together. But it also taught me that when somebody has an idea, if you don't move on it right away, you could lose it. And it taught me a lot of structure. You know, it showed me that I have a willing heart to do anything for people. And I would say before that, Trees, what else I do? Oh, I had Let's Stay Together. Remember that? Because I wanted couples to be able to stay together, and I wanted them to have like date nights, and I wanted them to have like romantic times. You remember that? Oh my God, girl. I wanted to do Let's Stay Together because I wanted people to stay together. I didn't want people to break up.
So what was Let's Stay Together? What's that?
Let's Stay Together was just like a community of people who were in relationships who just wanted to like really be together. Like they didn't want to do the whole, I gotta be single to be bad. Like I can still be bad and be in a relationship, and I could just find fun and cute things to do with my partner, because at that time wasn't nobody like wanting to be in relationships. Everybody just wanted to do their own thing. And I'm like, y'all bugging, y'all missing the thing. Like y'all two gotta get together, but then y'all gotta stay together. So that's why it was called Let's Stay Together, because there were more things that were around to break people up than it was to keep them together. So I came up with Let's Stay Together, which, you know, obviously didn't stay together because, So I did that. Why I feel like,
was that before or after Euphoria?
That was before.
And I don't remember that one.
That was before. I think the only person that really remembers that one is Kim. I took pictures and stuff in front of her Range Rover child. I was like, yeah, because remember that's when I was with, you know. He was, you know what I'm saying? I was going through some stuff. That was a different time in life. So yeah, because that's all I can think about was relationships at that time. Shit. So I'm sorry, shoot. So yeah, what else have I done though? Like business wise. I mean, I've done so many other things, but business wise, that was it.
Yeah.
I mean, Going For It All is my baby. So I've always had, people think I just started Going For It All. No, I've always been talking about going for everything you want in this life.
Yeah, I remember a little bit of when you first started that, because I saw it and I was like, okay. I just thought it was more of involved with TLC.
It's totally separate from TLC.
Oh, wow. So what's going for it all?
Whew, girl, going for it all is literally what it says. Like, you have to go for everything you want in this life. Like, my biggest statement with going for it all is, who said you can't have it all? Who's the person, place, or thing that told you or showed you that you can't be and have everything you want out of this life? Another thing is, you know, there's a number 4 in going for it all. So I move by 90-day increments. And in a year, you have 4 times to drastically change your life. That's just my personal belief. So when that happens, that's what I teach upon. That's what I hold accountability upon, because if you decide to do something and you can hold yourself accountable for those 90 days, you can drastically change your life. And most people cannot stay consistent for 2 weeks. So now you got to remember, I'm taking the average person's mind from what they cannot even do for 2 weeks to now stretching it to 90 days. So there's time that I put in that. So I take them through 2 weeks, and I take them through 6 weeks, and I take them through 8 weeks, and then they wind up going through 12 weeks. But along the times that you're doing it, you're now able to expand your mind. You're able to expand your thinking. You're getting around people who think like you. You know, you're able to see that you really can win, because my thing is, in life, as human becomings, we just want to win. And a lot of times we feel like we're losing at things. So if I give you the option for you to see that you could win, then if you win small, it's nothing for you to win big. Because you remember, you get somebody to say yes on the small yeses, and then they'll say yes to the big yes. So I just took that same strategy, and then I put it into going for it all.
Okay, I love it.
Yes,
that's good. So
thank you.
What are your plans with going for it all? Like,
so one of my biggest things is, you know, it's still like, you know, like kind of secret. I mean, there's a Instagram page to it, but I will have a coaching community through it. But my bigger thing is events. You know me, Trees. I've always wanted to do face-to-face events. I am one who really loves being around people. So with that, one of the events that I'm going to be working on is for New Year's. You know, everybody wants to have all these great new plans for New Year's. I can't wait to see what this 2021 going to look like. But everybody has all this energy for New Year's and stuff like that. But my thing is, a lot of people, they don't keep that same energy. So if I can connect you at the beginning of the year when the energy and the vibration in the world is high, then my thing is I can keep you going, as long as you, again, you're willing to keep yourself going. So one of the things that I want to do and I want to set up is a mastermind event where it'll be a 2-day event with a beautiful dinner at the end. But you come there and you learn, and we put in the work. This ain't no massage. This ain't no, like, you're going to work out. You're going to meditate. You're going to sweat. You're going to cry. You're going to really put in the work for what it takes, because you know, we've been to so many different empowerment events, and it feels good when you're there and you're excited and you got 2-3 notebooks full of stuff that you're going to do. And then you get home to reality and you be like, dang, the kids. Okay, yeah, because what happens is no one was in that world with you that was there. So I challenge people to bring people in their households with them, because if you do it by yourself, it'll be a little bit harder. But what happens is when you walk away from my events, you're not walking away by yourself. You're automatically, before you leave, connected with somebody else that wants to help you advance in your life.
Yeah, it's like an accountability partner in a sense. Like, we're going to continue to keep this going, not stop this momentum, not have it last for a week, not have it last for a month, but we're going to keep it going so you can accomplish some goals.
Correct.
I think that's a great idea.
Well, thank you, Sheila, for it.
Because I always say, I told, I want to have this, well, I am going to have this event. I was actually planning it this year, but things change because, you know, things happen in the world. But next year, depending on how everything works out, I definitely want to have a huge event. I think I've shared that plenty of times with people, but it's going to come together and it's going to be wonderful once it happens. But it's all about planning. It's all about knowing what you want and going for it all.
Why not?
But yeah, I really like that. And then like an empowering.
Girl, I got a whole planner that goes with this. Like, it's a whole thing, man. Like, if people just do it, it will change their life for real.
Yeah. Yeah, and the hardest part is when you don't have the people with you in your household at an event like that, and then you come home to nonsense. You come home to regular. You come home to everything that you left But that's the thing. If we can get past the part of having it where we still remain on that level that we were at, if we're on 1,000, we can stay there and you know what? It takes a decision. You just like every single week when your week starts over, it's like, okay, I gotta build myself back up. Then I gotta build myself back up again. And then even the next day when something isn't going your way, I gotta build myself back up. It's like you gotta always bring back these feelings, but you gotta remember. That's why it's always good to have a journal. It's always good to remember that feeling and write it down so that you can, because even me now, that's what I've been doing. Like I take, when God gives me something or whatever it is, I write that down, especially when it's a good feeling, because you know it's him. Girl. And I'm like, let me write that down real quick so I can remember. And then when I remember it, bam, I just know to go back to it. Like I know if I'm going like, you know, that spiritual warfare or psychological warfare, or whatever it is. And you know, it's like this repetition, like, oh, I feel like I get an attitude around this time every single time. Why is that? And then when God shows you that that's what's happening, you write it down and you remember. And every time that happens, I know to go to a sermon. Because then I know, and then every time I go to a sermon, literally, it's exactly what I'm going through.
Yes, ma'am.
But yeah, so going for it all, I'm excited about that. And you know, I'm going to be there.
Come on. These tickets ain't cheap. Let me just let people know right now. Well, not you, because I know you got dollars. But don't.
Look, people will pay for it. They will pay for what they see value in. And
absolutely,
that's just what it is. If people don't see the value, but then if they don't see the value, that means they're not supposed to be there.
That part.
So, and you gotta remember, people go to networking events, people go to all kinds of events, and you gotta learn to invest in yourself. That's what it's really all about. If you know that there's a change that needs to be made, you have to make a change, and that means investing in yourself. If you know that you need to lose weight, you have to invest in yourself. If you know that you have skin issues, you have to invest in yourself and buy these products. If you have any type of issue that's going on with you, within you, you have to invest in yourself.
Exactly. Most people don't realize that they have to invest in themselves, though.
Well, they better get to learning. I know for me, once I hit a certain age, it was like, okay, Catrice, what we doing? We can't play no more.
Right.
We got to move, and not just move, but we got to stay at it. Because don't be wrong, everybody has started something and not finished. How many times have you started something and then about a month later you like,
do my toes count?
But it's time to start finishing things, everybody. It's time to start finishing things. So, my next, because we still going to get more into TLC, but I want people to know more about the becoming of Sheila. How did Sheila get to this point? Who Sheila was way back when I know Sheila ride or die. Way back when. So it was a journey to get to where you are now. Because y'all, Sheila did not have nobody's blue hair. Sheila did not have a low haircut, y'all. No. Sheila had braids. Don't remember she had braids not too long ago. But Sheila had braids. Sheila had her natural hair and everything else. So I know that Sheila from back way when. Now,
you know me when I was skinny to when I was fat, so now I'm small.
Sheila, you were not when you got engaged. Sheila, you keep on telling people that I was not one of them friends that didn't tell you that when
you ain't tell me I was fat.
Because you was not.
Okay, you know what, everybody? Later on, I'm gonna post the picture of when me and Mo got engaged, and y'all tell me. First of all, I had on a waist trainer, and I was fat.
You was thick.
Fuck that. That was not thick, Trees. Thick is when you got some nice thighs and a flat stomach. That was not thick. You
still look cute, Sheila.
I might have been cute, but I was just fat cute. That's all. Admit it, Trees. It's okay. I love you. I was not small. The hell?
Okay, so the next question is.
Right.
Who are...
Get out of here, Kim, talking about thick.
Look. Who are some role models in your life that helped for you to become who you are, starting from the beginning?
Damn. Dawn Sabia.
Yes, Dawn.
Dawn Sabia showed me what it's like to keep fighting for something that you love. I watched that woman fight to her last breath for something that she loved. And it's more than just her business. It's her family. It's her strive just to put her mark on this world. Like, that was my very first role model, mentor, mentee, period. Like, so when she passed away, you know, I kind of took it a little different, you know. But Dawn was my first one. Girl, you about to make my brain think. Child. Who else? I mean, obviously right now, you know, Coach Stormy, like, you know, I looked at Coach Stormy when I was like back in the day. I knew who Coach Stormy was before I was ever in business with her. You know, I just liked her rawness, her bossness, her I don't give a crapness. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for most people, they be like, oh, she too much. No, fuck that. She is just enough for a person like me. But because I can't have no softness.
I think it's funny how we are attracted to people, meaning somebody who has, and I think it depends on the season in your life too, because maybe at one point in the season you might be so vulnerable where you need kind words, you need somebody to not be so much in your face, because that's not what you can handle at that point in time. But then as you continue to build yourself up, confidence and everything else, after the nurturing and the pat on the back, you're doing good, girl. Now it's time to get some stuff done. You need the rawness. You need somebody that's going to be like, look, you playing. What we doing? Type of situation. I thought you plenty of time, but I had to be like, Sheila, don't. Like, girl. Especially back when, how old was I? I was early 20s. And it was like, I think I was 19.
You was baby.
I was 19. And it was like, you really have to, it was like, Sheila was very in your face, y'all. In your face. And I was like, no. Yeah, Kim, you know. But you know what? It helped though. It helped.
I just want to pull the best out of people. Like, I'd be like, don't give me that average. Don't give me that ordinary crap. Give me your very best. That ain't it. You give me your very best. And you know what's so crazy? As hard as I was, and I still am, Mo is 10 times harder on me, and I don't like it sometimes. Because I'd be like, wait a minute. You supposed to be my husband. You supposed to, like, pat me on the back. You supposed to be like, oh, boo, that was a good job. He'd be like, the fuck? That wasn't a good job. That was all right. Like, and it's so crazy now that we're having this conversation. I may have to go give him a hug, because I really be like, bro, like, you're hardcore. Like, when are you going to tell me that I'm doing good? When are you going to say, great job? Like, he don't do none of that, because he's like, that's average and ordinary, bro. And he pulls, and I mean pulls the best out of me. Like, it's crazy. Like, if I just listened to him, I would be so much further in life.
But you know what? I know, because Mo was tough on me one time, and I was like, I don't like you. It was like really, really bad, because I think you wanted me to, he had to train me for something, because I wasn't getting it. And then he was just like, and he was just so hard, and I'm like, I can't work with you. Where's Sheila at? I'm going to go work with somebody else.
Mo hardcore, bro. He
is.
He's
no
hardcore.
Filter.
No
filter at all. But I think what makes y'all two so great is because you have that softer side, but it's still not, it's hard, but it's not as hard as Mo. So he's like the one that can push you to a point like, no, I need you to do better. You can do better. And we know that you have that in you. So he's trying to pull that out of you. And I think when you have a partner that's like that, but also knows when to take that head off and say, you know what, right now she does need.
He don't take that head off. He's
Mo,
24/8.
Lord, Mo. You gotta take the head off at least one time. Tell Sheila she did a great job.
He ain't even up here. He downstairs. He needs to hear this live. Somebody tag Maniac Mindset and tell him to come to this live.
Yes. Because I think, but there's definitely a balance to it. There's a balance to it. So, and plus he's been there when y'all were he's been around for a very long time, so he knows you. So and you know him. So at the end of the day, it works. Y'all married.
I was looking at Kim comment.
Yes, girl. That's what I was looking at too. And okay, stop. Who is there anybody else that was a huge that played a huge part in who Sheila is becoming now? Mo.
He That's is good. Like, you know, I don't really I give him credit, don't get me wrong. But you know, I wouldn't be coming the leader, the human that I'm becoming if it was not for him pushing me. You know, there are many times where I wanted to quit and give up, and he probably did too, but he always finds a way to just not quit. And I always find a way to just not quit. And just, you know, when you have somebody that really just wants the best for you, it's you look at it different, especially because you've had people who didn't want the best for you. You know what I mean? So it's like, he is one of my biggest mentors. He is one of my biggest motivators, you know. I always joke around, you know what I mean? I'd be like, that's why I'm going to spoil the shit out of him. I really am, and I really do, and I'm fine with that. But
as you should.
That part. But he pushes me beyond my limits sometimes. And you know, it's not always easy. You know, I'm a lot to deal with, a whole lot. I'm a very big headache. I'm a handful, but that's why God gave you 2 hands. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. You know, I come with a whole lot of ups and downs. I come with a whole lot of emotions, but it takes a very, 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 very strong minded person to deal with me and to want me to increase, because I don't always listen. I'm an Aquarius. I'm hard-headed as hell. You may tell me to go left, and then I don't know about your left. Let me go right. Let me figure this out myself. Like, that's how I am. You know what I mean? And I know what stands in my way for that is me. You know what I'm saying? So him and somebody else that's like, you know, April Diva Style.
April Diva Style. No.
She has a she's in Baltimore. She has a salon. She has a hair shop. But April Diva Style, you know, I got an opportunity when I was traveling to meet her one-on-one, sit with her, talk with her, cry with her, whole 9 yards. And she's just such a pure, beautiful spirit. But more than that, she is a bona fide entrepreneur, hustler. Like, she don't play. And that's what I like. I look at what can I learn from, like, when you say mentor, somebody that's helped me in that area, like she would be somebody else that I would absolutely say. Ciara Glam Shop. I mean, I have an amazing opportunity to be around Ciara from Love and Hip Hop, and watching her, like, I just always thought Ciara was just a Love and Hip Hop chick. Like, I was like, oh, all right, you just one of those Love and Hip Hop chicks. But getting to know her and getting to be around her is like, her hustle and her love for other people to get it is what I'm so attracted to. And if you think about everybody that I just said, you know, the 5 people that I just mentioned that really make an impact on my life, at the end of the day, they all want to help people, and they're about their business, and they do that shit with such class, and that's the part that I love. And they do it in their own way, and they don't care what you think about them, because as long as their bills are paid and their family's taken care of, and they could help somebody else grow in a different area of their life, that's what I'm attracted to. That's, for me, what a mentor is. Now, don't get me wrong, all the flashy stuff, you know, helps because it's cute. You know what I mean? But I look at the heart of people before I look at what you dress like. Yeah,
same.
So yeah,
I think it's very important, just like you said, when it comes down to really knowing the person, because people can sit there and look at your Instagram, and it's a good thing that you do your live, because people get to see who you are. And that's what I constantly tell people all the time. I was like, when somebody looks at your Instagram, if you only got cute photos up, that's not really telling who you are. Just a cute
Somebody just said that to me. Literally, when I was in Houston, somebody said that was their first time really sitting down having a conversation with me. And they were like, yo, your personality is not shown on your Instagram. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? It's on there. And they're like, no, like, you got such a dope lively personality, but it's not, I can't see it through your Instagram. And in my mind, I'm like, I don't know why you can't see it. But then, you know, my lives are separate on a separate part of my page. So if you click my reels or if you click my lives, and you can actually interact with me and see, like, I'm, you know, I am who I am. I don't know how to make that on my page. Like, which one take pictures and be like, I don't know how to do that.
Well, you know how it's like, well, because I model, and the fact that you can literally, turn a picture's can say 1,000 words.
Correct.
So it just depends on how you go about doing it, to be honest. But I know for some of my stuff come up on my feed. You must gotta change your settings, because it don't go into a separate part. It comes up in both.
That's only because sometimes I put my lives on my page, but a lot of times I don't even put it on my page. It's just in my IGTV section.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I literally just telling somebody that, and I was like, look, I looked at your page, and you need pictures. You need this. You need that, because the person I'm talking to wants to get more into modeling. And I was like, people need to know who you are, especially if you want to get followers. They need to know you. Right. People are going to follow you if they know you. They need to be able to relate to you. They need to see that there's an aspiration. Like, I follow people. Some people I follow on Instagram is because I see something that I like in them. One girl, I follow her because she works out, and I said, I'm going to have that body. Mm-hmm. I want an 8-pack. So I follow her because she does a whole bunch of workouts, and that's the workouts that I do. Mm-hmm. But it's just, you have to find something. People need to see you and your personality. And the number one reason why I started following her, because I looked at her page and I said, okay, she's pretty. And I saw, oh, she got a body too. But then I looked at her page, and it was her 20-something birthday. And it was a video of her and her man, and he smashed the cake in her face. And her reaction, she's from Trinidad too. But her reaction was, you could just tell she was a kind heart. And I like people who have kind hearts. That's who I'm attracted to. But I also like people who are hustlers, that are like, because I know that I need that side of me to be able. That's why one of the reasons why I follow you, because I see what you're doing. And I'm like, I know. And plus, I remember from our Pride America days where I was like, ooh, I wish I could be on Sheila team, but I can't, because this is my team, and I gotta make my team right. That's a shame when you're on your team and you like, I want to be on that team.
Girl,
that's not good. That's not good, girl. But that says a whole lot about leadership too. I can't stand you. That says a lot about leadership, because when you have somebody, if you're following somebody and they're not being the leader that they're supposed to be, and you wind up wanting to be somewhere else because they're not doing their job, that's a problem. And that should tell a leader right then and there that that's something that I need to work on when it comes to my team. Who do I need to collaborate with? Who do I need to work with to be better and do better? So, my homegirl Samara said, yes, I follow Sheila. She's so inspirational and so motivational. Aww.
Oh, thank you, Sugarfoot.
Yes. So I'm gonna say this. How do you keep your resolution drops? Which one is that one?
The life drop, girl, got that B12 and B6. I felt myself getting a little tired. I said, oh, hell no.
I know that's right, girl.
How do I keep myself what?
How do you keep yourself basically going as far as staying motivated, staying focused? I know the resolution drops got something to do with it too.
The resolution drops ain't got shit to do with that. I mean, nothing to do with that. There's nothing to do with that. So how do I keep myself going? You know, it's so funny because people, I think, every day ask me that question, right? How do you keep yourself going? And every day is different, Treese. Like, you know, regardless of every day I wake up and I'm grateful. I don't care if I owe IRS $50 billion or I got $50 billion in my bank account. Like, I wake up grateful because I did not have to wake up. So because I watched Dawn pass away with a tube down her throat, because I watched my sister pass away with a tube down her throat, the first thing I say is, I could breathe on my own. Like, that's a big deal for me because I watched two people very close to my heart not be able to breathe on their own. So I think because I wake up with gratitude before I ask God for anything, anything, it's just, I'm very thankful for being up that day. And then what else keeps me motivated and keeps me going is really it's other people. That's my biggest thing now. Like, you know, I've been saying this for a little while, like I gave up the me for we. But that's really true because there's times where I don't want to do stuff and I'll be like, but there's going to be somebody around the world who they don't want to do it either, Sheila. And you have to do it so that they can believe they can do it. So that's right now, that is my biggest push is it's not me. Because if it was up to me, I would probably still be 237 pounds because it was comfortable.
Girl.
I mean, that's just truth. Like, I don't do things anymore for me. Like, you know, I do them for me because I'm still human and I still want to feel good about myself, but it's so much bigger than me. Like sometimes I say, and I know this may come across different because people don't really know me, but it's like, fuck me. It ain't about me. Like this body is just an avatar that I have to present to the world to show them what it looks like to be consistent. But it's my soul that's inside that I'm trying to show the world as much of as I can. So I keep fighting because times, especially like, you know, like 4 or 6 weeks ago, I almost tapped out. Not out of the world, you know what I mean? I'm not suicidal anymore, but I almost tapped out because it was a lot of pressure, you know, and a lot of people folded, you know, and I said, you know what, I cannot fold, man. Like I cannot fold because there's too many people dependent on me inside and outside of TLC, and I have to keep going. Like, so it's really the person that I may never meet all across the world somewhere that may be watching my social media that I still get up. Like I text my brother today, he sent me a message and was like, man, sis, I see you, keep applying pressure, keep going. I love you. And I text him back like, I love you too, but I fell, but I got back up. You know what I mean? Like I get back up. Huh?
I said, as long as you get back up.
I get back up. I mean, Trees, you know, I was changing my clothes in a Rent-A-Center van when I was working at Rent-A-Center because people still don't believe that I used to move couches. Like, yeah, I did that. Like, you know what I mean? And I would pull the Rent-A-Center van up and change my clothes. And sometimes I had my guests in the Rent-A-Center van. And I'm like, hell, I ain't gonna keep coming to these meetings with nobody. Shit, you on the street? Come on, you ain't doing nothing with your life. Come on, why don't you come on here and learn about an opportunity? You know, I mean, even down to, you know, with Primerica, was another network marketing company. It took me 11 times to pass for my life insurance test. Like most people wouldn't have did that. Like they would have just, after 1 or 2 times, they're like, man, this is a sign from God. I ain't supposed to do this. But, you know, you know, the whole way I got, you know, so crazy. I don't even think about this till just now. That's why I asked you not to tell me none of the questions beforehand so that it wouldn't be like scripted. But like my whole introduction into network marketing from Jump Street, I wasn't supposed to be here. I wasn't supposed to be introduced to network marketing because remember, I got prospected, and because I was 17 years old and I stole something from Target, okay, just in case you didn't know that about me, I stole something from Target and it wound up being on my record, and I had to do community service and all this other stuff. And I couldn't be in Primerica for like 18 months. Something crazy like that because it was on my record, and Primerica don't play. Like you about to go sit down with people with their finances, and I stole. So that was a huge thing. So it took the company a really long time to let me in. I was working Primerica and not making a dollar. Like I just loved the energy, and I love the fact that people could come to a place and it don't got to be their job, and they could do something else, and they could wind up loving it. And I was like, yo, this is like the dopest thing ever. Like, why doesn't the whole world do this? Like, and I just kept coming and kept coming. And then Frank would give me a little dollar under the table here and there because I mean, shit, I'm talking to all these people. You're getting all this premium from me. So, you know, but see, what I'm saying is my introduction to it, that's how I like it's crazy to other people when I may say this, but I was born for network marketing. Like, you know, and I say that to Mo all the time, and he be like, stop saying that. Don't limit yourself. I'm not limiting myself. but I'm somebody who truly, and I mean truly, cares about people. I have the tenacity to keep going. I'm not afraid to talk to people. I don't care if you tell me no, because it's not my fault. It's going to be yours in life. And I just keep going. So God knew how strong and powerful I'm going to be in network marketing, because anything that I've done hasn't even really scratched the surface yet. So when you got to think about it, when something as powerful as that is about to enter this realm of network marketing, other things in the world will try to stop it. So I really shouldn't have even still been in network marketing. And I got introduced to it at that time. Then it took me 11 motherfucking times to pass my test. And it's like, yo, this is craziness. Like most people, I don't know. I'm just a little weird or different. I don't know what you want to call it, but I just, my only thing is, you know, it's so crazy. Dawn Sabia said it. She said, Sheila, you the type of person, when you learn to focus, it's over. Soon as you learn how to focus, the game is over. And I got goosebumps, because I know I'm still trying to figure out focusing, but I'm just saying. So you got to talk, because I'll go off on a tangent. I'll start talking for a long time.
No, it's fine, because at the end of the day, when I saw that you were doing TLC, I was like, Sheila is in her this is her thing, because I knew how great you were when you were in Primerica. And like I said, it's all about leadership at the end of the day. But when you got over here to TLC, I was like, that girl, you know what your name is in my phone?
What?
Monique Billionaire. That's what it is. Girl,
I like that.
Let's beat that. I was like, I put on the side, and me. But me as a billionaire too, the same.
Hello.
Boom. Because I know that as soon as I saw you in this, I was like, oh, she gonna kill this. I already know. It's a done deal. So let's talk about Lord.
There's a song.
Yeah, it's a song. So when it comes to people, because we know that you love people, we know that you're of service to people. It's all about people and helping people. What are some tips for people that, when it comes to personalities and working with so many different types of people, how have you overcome that? How are you managing that? Because when you got a whole team that you're from, a whole team of people, how is that trying to not only manage everybody, but also keep your sanity?
It's not simple. It's not simple, but what I've learned to do is have boundaries. And I've learned, and I didn't always have this. Like, I was trying to be everything to everyone at one time. You know what I mean? I was taking phone calls at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, because I'm like, I gotta answer the phone. It's my team. And then my man looking at me like, what the hell? Why would you answer your phone? And why I sound like a man voice at 2 o'clock in the morning? But I'm like, not at Cali time. It's not really 2 in the morning on their time. So it just became this whole big thing. But what I could say on how I do it is, I just connect with those who want to connect, man. Like I used to try to connect with everybody and call people and be like, hey, don't you forget we got training. Hey, don't forget this. Man, did you forget your goals and dreams? Did you forget your bill due in 30 days? No? Okay, so then I want to work with the people who will it. Like, that's my new attitude towards life. Like, Mo has said it for forever. Don't push a rope. And I finally get it, because I was working on pushing a rope for so long. And now it's like, baby, let me tell you something. But I work, and I pride myself on knowing things about my teammates. You know, I've always been that type of person where if you tell me something, that's how I will remember you. Like, I've been like that since high school. So you could tell me like, oh, you know, I don't know, something happened to my cousin 3 weeks ago, and then now I see you again. I'm like, hey, what's going on with your cousin? Most people are not going to remember you, because they're just passing. But the ones that connect, I make sure that I connect with. What happened? Oh, okay. I make sure that I do connect with, you know what I mean? So it is a little harder, because there's so many people. But I work on it. Like now I have an assistant that helps me. So everyone that joins my organization, they get touched. At least if it's not directly by me at first, within your first 2 weeks or 1 week, somebody is calling you, hey, let you know that you get to the team stuff, put you into the team trainings. I have group trainings that I do with my team. You know, I do a lot on social media. So I find ways to make sure that I'm always connecting with different people.
Okay, well, that's great because I know you and how you definitely like to be in the mix of helping this person, that person. What you need help with? What you need help with? I got you. I got you. I got you. And it becomes a lot. And I've seen you plenty of times. And I'm like, Sheila, not everybody needs, deserves, put it that way, deserves to be that close. Boundaries are huge. It's something that you definitely have to learn, have to maintain, and keep it that way. Because you got to think about this way. You're gonna get bigger. Your team's gonna get bigger. Can I get to Angela Bassett right now? No, ain't gonna happen. Can I get to certain people? No, that I would love to talk to or have a conversation with. It's not that easy, because guess what? They have boundaries. You don't want to make yourself so accessible to everybody. And
so since you wanted to go to that part of the conversation, that is something that in the beginning I was really trying to be everything for everybody, you know, in network marketing, period. You know, it's hard for people to connect with their sponsor, right? Doesn't matter. It's not just TLC, it's just period. And I noticed that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to be opposite. Like, people say all the time, oh, I can't reach this person. I cannot reach that person. You know, they off doing whatever and they don't got no time for me, yada, yada, yada. So my goal in the beginning was to be everything for everybody, whether you was direct to me or not. Like, I was like, oh, no, I'll answer all your phone calls and I'll answer all your DMs and I'll get on everybody's training and I'll do all of this stuff. And then I ran myself ragged. So now it even bothers me sometimes, you know, when people say, well, do you answer your DMs? I answer every motherfucking DM that come in. Now, I may answer at 2 o'clock in the morning, but I'm answering the DMs. I'm not going to, because I used to just sit and just answer DMs. And I'm like, bro, I didn't make not $1 today because I still, like, this is still a business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a very thin line because you want to connect with people and you want to build rapport with people. But at the same time, you got to let them know this is a business. I'm not your best friend. Like, I'm here to assist you through your business, but that's it. And sometimes they mix the two, and you know, it just becomes a little different. But I am learning boundaries, trees. I am learning that everybody can't come to my house. You know, I'm learning because when people saw a lot of people at my house and stuff like that, you know, I watched Coach Stormy do it. So I watched her with her team and pop bottles when they would come over, and that's all I wanted from my team. Like, when I got the house, it was like, it wasn't my house, it's the team house. You know what I mean? Like, everybody can come over and we all pop bottles, and I got the chef and I got the makeup artist and the photographer, and I don't want y'all to worry about nothing, because what happens is when you with me, I don't want you to have to worry about nothing, because whatever you go back home to, whatever your reality is not this. So now what I wanted to do is to make it where every time you're in my presence, it's like, oh my God, I just love being here. And what it's going to do is it's going to make you want to be in my presence. So that was my goal for doing that. And it kind of backfired because then people took advantage of me. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, but everything you gotta learn. You know what I mean? Everything is a stepping stone. Like, you know, I had to learn. And I would say through that process, you know, it came a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of tears, but I grew. And no one would ever be able to do that to me again, because unfortunately, but fortunately, I got a wall up now. And you know, it took me 35 years to finally put a wall up, but because you know, I enough people done walked all over me, enough people done stepped on me, y'all, enough people done told me I wasn't shit, enough people done loved me in public, and then, you know, hated me in public, but then loved me privately. I got tired of going through all of that and saying, you know what, Sheila Monique, if you don't respect you, if you don't realize that you're the sugar honey iced tea, ain't nobody else gonna do it. So I just started to just fall more in love with me, and I watch how people treat themselves. Like, if you treat yourself like crap, you ain't gonna treat me good, because you don't even know how to treat yourself good. So I start now paying attention, and now I do things from a distance, and now everybody can't come to my house, and now you can't really, like, it's not even like you can't sit with us, because I'm not that type of person. I'll let you come have a seat at the table, but you know, you gonna walk your own self away, and then, you know, don't be mad at me because of it. You know, it's just, it's become different. And you know, I joke around with Tiana, because for me, I would have to laugh through some of this stuff instead of crying, because you know, I would just laugh with T and be like, you know, all the people that really hurt me in this last couple of months, it's like, you know, God had to clear the way for the new people to come in, because they would have clashed. And you know, And I just be like, you know, everybody couldn't go on the jet, baby. Everybody can't go on the jet. It's not enough seats. So, you know, I've learned and I've grown, and I mean, you know, a lot of people just don't know personally what happened to me, and that I'm not about to share that because, you know, there's some things that's going on with that. But it was a big wake up call for me, and it was hard for me because, you know me, Treese, I've always looked at the world as rainbow sprinkles and sunshines. You know what I mean? I feel like how I treat people is how people going to treat me. Like, I don't really be like people are bad in the world. No, they might have had a bad day, but they're not really a bad person. You know what I mean? Like, I always had the benefit of the doubt. But now through situations that have really opened my eyes, it's like, you know, every grin ain't a friend. Like Mo always say to me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, every grin's a friend. He's like, no, it ain't. And it had to teach me, because I'm thankful that it taught me at this level, because the level that I'm going to, I could not afford to have the breakdown that I had here at this level, at that level. I'm going to be too big in 90 days. So I couldn't, it had to happen now. I'm thankful that it happened sooner than later on, because I watch it happen to people who are extremely successful, and that hurts them on a whole nother level. So I'm pretty thankful that it happened, because it had to happen.
Look, that exactly. The reason why you went through it, just like you said, the reason why you went through that whole process is because in 90 days, guess what? Whoever ain't there in 90 days ain't supposed to be there.
They ain't supposed to be there.
The person that you are going to be in 90 days is going to be a different person than you are right now.
Absolutely.
So I say just keep at it. Stay focused and keep at it. Just like Saint Laurent said.
You say Laurent? What happened?
I'm saying it wrong. I'm reading somebody's comment. Saint Laurent, I hope I'm saying it right. It's Ebony. Treat your focus like the 90 plan you give your clients, one day at a time. Ask God to help you focus, and He will.
I know that's right. Where is that? You know, I'm here for the comments. Oh, this ain't my page, Lord. No, yes, I do.
And another person said, that's the Aquarius in us. We are for humanity, but all humans ain't for humans.
Girl, you better talk about it, Monique.
Yes, but because we didn't get a chance to get into everything.
Well, just come on back. Come on.
Yes. So for everybody, Sheila, close out this part 1 to get into part 2 with talking about where can everybody reach you?
Well, what?
Where can everybody reach you?
Oh, you can reach me. I am Sheila Monique on Instagram, YouTube, Sheila Monique, Facebook, Sheila Monique, website, SheilaMonique.com. I am Sheila Monique Incorporated. Yes. So if something comes to you, it's not from me, it's from my business. Yes, I'm incorporated.
And her YouTube channel.
Yes. They said, are you going to save this live? You better hurry before the thing go off.
Yes.
Okay, we're about to come back.
All right, everybody. We'll be back.